Now, the Livewire.
We get a lot of energy from the shows we play, from the crowds that we get to play in front of, and
yeah, it definitely keeps us coming back, you know. So
Here's the Livewire with Branden.
We're back out on the Livewire. I'm Branden. We've got a fun week ahead here on the Livewire. We talked to another local band that's part of that local music showcase out at Ozark Music Hall. You want to support the local scene? We'll see you out there this Saturday at Ozark Music Hall. 10 bands will be part of this, all local, rocking that stage out at Ozark Music Hall. And I talked to one of them this week. We talked with Protohive, a very cool band, kind of intermingled with a lot of other bands in Northwest Arkansas. I love their sound. They got a brand new music video out, and they're about to showcase out at Ozark Music Hall this weekend. So buckle your seatbelt. It's time to rock out with the local scene. This week, it's Protohive. It's only on the Livewire. Here we are back out on the Livewire. I'm hanging outdoors of Rendezvous Junction. I set the stuff, all the equipment up, and instantly got bit by a mosquito. We're back. It's nice. It's a little bit cooler. We got lucky here for the podcast. But I'm hanging out with Phil and Tyler from Protohive.
hey, what's up?
How we doing?
doing great. Thanks for having us.
You're totally welcome. I'm stoked about Saturday. Big old party happening out at Ozark Music Hall. 10 bands for $10, and looks like it's going to be a crazy night out in Fayetteville. I'm just kind of excited to see all the scene.
For sure. It's going to be beautiful chaos for sure.
Where did you get the name Protohive?
So Protohive was just a term that people very close to me at the time that were into keeping beehives.
Yeah.
I was just kind of learning up on some of the stuff that they did and what that was all about, and just came across this term Protohive and just thought it would make a great name for a stoner rock band.
It does. It sounds, like sort of futuristic or something. I don't know. I'm getting those vibes from the Protohive. Reminder, Tyler's in 2 bands. You are
Correct.
also in More Weight.
One big conviction, all that to sight, and it bestows. Rather than the chaos when the system fails.
Talented brewer and talented musician. We've spent lots of times jamming out in brew houses. And there's a lot of fans of the local music scene, but that also love craft beer. It's a great marriage of the two scenes.
I agree. I totally agree. I'm here for the beer and for the metal, and you've experienced a little bit of this local music scene, maybe a resurgence of the local music scene. So,
Definitely.
What have you noticed?
The big thing that I feel was actually a catalyst for the scene sort of reawakening was COVID. Unfortunate as it was, everybody stuck indoors and isolated from each other, and when things finally started to lift, everyone was feeling stir crazy.
Yeah.
And everybody wanted stuff to do, and everybody that had played music leading up to that point, we didn't get a chance to for a good long while. So I think that definitely spurred the scene on and kind of created this resurgence.
Yeah, a little bit more practice. Maybe.
Definitely practiced up and ready to actually play shows.
Yeah, just chomping at the bit to play, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think we were practicing for a year before we even played a show, and definitely isolation breeds innovation when it comes to artistic value. So it's really great to see all these different bands come out and just bring the heat, so to speak. So
yeah. And then you kind of start dreaming about the live performance. And there is a difference between the live performance and maybe sitting around and singing music back and forth to each other or riffs. You got to kind of be there for it. So do you guys thrive in the live scene?
It's our favorite place to be. I mean, we do love writing and recording, but the energy that we get from just being out in front of people is really what we enjoy the most. We get a lot of energy from the shows we play, from the crowds that we get to play in front of. And
Yeah, it definitely keeps us coming back, you know. So
I know that the energy's going to be there on Saturday. I just know it. With all these different genres all connected to, just seems like it's going to be so much fun. And is there a band out there that's playing one of those 10 bands or say 9 bands besides yourself that you're looking forward to seeing?
the whole lineup. It is
Yeah.
such a stacked bill. Every band that's on that bill, we've been lucky enough to share the stage with before. A lot of which are close friends of ours. Obviously, some member swaps and shared members between the bands. I'm actually not the only one that's going to be doing a doubleheader that night. Our good friend Eric from Obliviate.
We were waiting for someone to save us. No one's coming. It's time to sink or swim.
Is our guitar player to more weight, so he's going to be playing 2 bills in the same night. So
Very cool. So, is it you got to bring the energy for both of those shows? That's a busy night for you. Is it fine? Have you done this before, where you've done 2 shows in one night?
I've done a couple of double headers before, and I'm here for it. I got a lot of energy to burn.
He's ready. If someone doesn't know Protohive and maybe the sound of the band, how could you describe it?
A good buddy of ours from the Big Sad, he said that we are like a power groove. We give a little bit of funk, a lot of blues, but also just some kind of heavier stuff that goes along with it. So
Your vocals, you've been singing for a long time. Where did you start singing?
Since I was a little kid, I mean, our parents turned us on to, Hendrix, Beatles, The Who, all that stuff. That's what I grew up on, and that's what I sang along with. Protohive is actually my first role as a lead singer. I've always done backing vocals in every other band that I've played in, so It's been really interesting and a lot of fun to kind of open up a little bit more. And
now you're going to have this big stage out there at Ozark Music Hall. This is a fun one. I mean, you're sharing the stage with so many incredible artists that have been on that stage in the past. I asked Garden Snakes this question last week. If Ozark Music Hall suddenly gave you like an unlimited budget, what would you spend your money on?
ooh,
lighting,
really good, some
lighting.
really cool light rigs, lasers.
I don't know,
Fog machine.
machines,
The guys from Garden Snakes said boots. Like
I'd definitely get a new Rickenbacker, like brand new one, because I'm rocking a Harley Benton that's kind of a knockoff off of that, but it's still a great bass. But I've always wanted a Rickenbacker,
so maybe just equipment, like actual music equipment upgrades.
Oh yeah.
They do have the video screens, and I've talked to a few of the groups that are kind of stoked about that, maybe putting stuff behind them. Are we thinking of any kind of visuals for the live set?
I think our drummer Chase has something cooked up for it. Probably just some real psychedelic bee, which is our logo. And he does a really good job kind of slapping that stuff together. He can be artistic like that. So
yeah. It wasn't until I played music with Chase for a couple years that I realized that he was a graphic designer. So he's got an eye for visuals, and
he's definitely gave us a brand. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Because I really feel like when we first started, we didn't really think of it. You know what I mean? We were just happy to play music. So and then Chase is always coming up with new stuff that's just really cool and adds to the whole aesthetic of it. So
You're in the studio when you're recording. Is this something that you guys get together with, before you head to the studio, or do you have a house studio that you guys get a lot of time with, that you can prepare and kind of work together?
we do have a rehearsal space, and when we get together, when it comes to writing riffs or ideas for songs, we kind of just throw stuff up against a wall and see if it sticks.
Yeah.
And that's kind of our writing process. We've done a lot of recording ourselves, which affords us lots of time and lots of space to just mess around with ideas and see what lands and see what doesn't. We're not on anyone else's schedule but ours, so
Right. That's a lot easier than being in a studio and in a rush.
It is. I mean, because our upcoming album that's coming out, Revert, Regroup, Restore.
Yes.
That's what it's called, yeah. We actually wrote a few extra songs, but we were trying to just see how we could build that album. So we took a few out that's not going to be on there, but sometimes we might play it live, So
Okay. So we got kind of some secret songs there that you guys can pull out at any point.
Yeah.
I like this. So are we going to get like, I recall way back in the day, like CDs would have like a secret song on them, after the time would tick on that last one. Maybe we get something like that. But either way, I love the idea of having a few more in the arsenal.
Yeah, we like to keep a few tricks up our sleeve. So,
You know what? I like that you guys are letting the music speak for itself on the live performance. What is the favorite? You've never played Ozark Music Hall, right? Is this your first?
Yeah, it's the first time.
You played around here in Northwest Arkansas. What's your favorite stage to play at?
Man, it's not around anymore, but really wish it was. But Smoke and Barrel when it was back.
Oh, yeah.
That was home for so many of us in the scene, and it was just a special place. And, of course, Bucci, probably one of the best sound guys in the area, and he always made us sound good. And
By the way, shout out to Bucci. This is the first Bucci drop that I have
We love that
I've
guy.
heard.
Yeah.
I love
Love
that
you,
guy too. Known that guy for years. It's unfortunate too with that venue because it's just sitting there.
yeah.
And so
It's hard. We got some Yancey's dogs after our last show at West End, sorry.
West End.
Yeah.
And, we walked past it, and it was just kind of one of those, like, oh, man.
It's a bummer. But hey, you just said this. You just walked from West End.
Yeah.
So that's nice that that's a live venue again.
Yeah, and a pretty stellar place.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We were really impressed with the stage. Good turnout, just good folks.
Yeah, it seems like a
Working
good
venue.
invite of local talent there. So shout out to them. We did an local showcase not too long ago there, and it was super fun. So really excited about that local scene. Is there a band? You're here in the mix with all these different bands. Is there a band out there that maybe we should check out a little bit more, dig deep into, besides our friends from Protohive?
Oh, man, the Big Sad.
I said no. Don't you wanna go back down? I said no. Don't you wanna stay here with me?
Just some of the greatest people to hang out with, and just bring a really cool raw talent that like I rarely get to see in like any sort of local band. They got trombone and just it's the whole act. Emma is a heck of a front chick for that band. She's got pipes, and so they bring a lot of energy, and really love them to death.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many good bands in the area right now. We love all the boys in TV Preacher.
We amuse ourselves and no one else with their jokes was movies. Come in last and stay outcast, just like the Goonies. We're sworn of fun, we're sworn of fun, we're sworn of fun. Now Chuck E. Cheese, if you please, we're sworn of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Fight Dream.
I'm gonna take this and now stand slow you now, baby. Way down you go.
Good friends of ours.
The Salesman. And again, it's funny, they're all kind of intermingling with each other, and it's I mean, it's definitely it's a community here, and you just throw a dart on the board, you're going to hit a good band. You know what I mean?
It's insane.
Yeah.
Being in the scene for so long and different genres that are supporting each other. So I encourage you to come out on Saturday and experience all the different genres and see how the local scene will kind of intermingle and enjoy all these tunes together.
Yeah, definitely come and find your new favorite band.
You're going to. No doubt you will. I'm loving this new Obliviate t-shirt too. I've seen a few of these out and about. Really stoked about that band as well. I'm going to tell you guys, we'll back up a little bit to your music. Where do you kind of hone your lyrics from?
They're kind of open-ended. I try to keep lyrics somewhat ambiguous, just for the sake of whoever's listening. giving them the chance to take away whatever they want from the song.
Right.
So there's nothing too specific about my writing, just to be accessible to everybody.
Sure.
Anti-authority, basically.
Anti-authority.
Yeah.
Nothing's worse than like you hearing the lyrics of a song and you're like, dude, that one. Like, oh no, that wasn't about that. That was just like me and my grandma going for ice cream. That was like totally different than what you expected it to be. So I like that you leave it a little open-ended there. If we wanted to experience Protohive with one tune, you guys really honed in on it. If I was telling my friends, dude, you got to check out this band, what's the song that we should listen to?
So, yeah, we just dropped a music video. Our good buddy Tyler Horn and Nick Futch and Eric all helped us film it at a 100-year-old theater. Pretty cool. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. But it's titled Gravity. And I think, like Chase has said, that's probably the most Protohive has sounded like Protohive. So,
yeah, love it.
And it's really funny. That was one that we just me and him just got into a groove with it, and we wrote some music, and then, we wrote the lyrics to it, and Chase added his flair, and I think it's probably, most Protohive has ever sounded like Protohive.
Yeah. We're gonna check that one out. I want to end the podcast with that tune, but I also want to encourage everyone to get out there and get their tickets for Ozark Music Hall this Saturday. So, Phil, I want to give them 30 seconds. You need to convince our listeners to come out there on Saturday. I'll give you 30 seconds to do that.
You want to go get your pre-sale tickets. That's really going to help all the bands really get a foothold in Ozark Music Hall, because this is going to give everybody in the music community to really get us a good foothold to kind of going on to bigger and better things. And go to ozarkmusichall.com. There's codes for each band, that you can put in there.
What's your code, by the way?
PRTHV?
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
PRTHV.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you get the pre-sale tickets now, it's just going to help everybody in the scene. And if you really support local music, that's the best way to go about it. And just really excited to show everybody what we've got going on, and we can't wait to watch all the other bands as well. So
it's going to be so much fun, guys. I can't wait to be back there and just enjoy the chaos, as you call it, and all the fun. It's going to be a blast. A reminder, those tickets are just $10 to go support the local scene. And this is like a meeting for local band lovers and musicians. This is a kind of a place where everyone can show up and be a part of the scene. And I'm welcoming everyone out there. Get there early. Show up. We don't know this is like just a crapshoot of who's going to be playing first. We don't know. They may be rolling dice in the back and see who goes out next. But it's going to be so much fun. Get out there early and enjoy the night. That's Saturday the 22nd. Get those tickets at ozarkmusichall.com. And what's the name of this tune, Phil?
Gravity.
You can check out the video on YouTube, and you can listen to it right now here on the Live Wire. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Appreciate you, brother.